Trading Starfighters space. As you can see, I got in at the Pico bottom yesterday and I sold far too early. And the pre-market's already above $9. It closed at 850, but it got down and I got filled in the sevens and the low eights. I got a lot of limit orders in. I think this could probably go to $15. The color that I have on this, as I've looked at it, I've talked to management, I understand the story, is that liquidity is pretty low. Most of the syndicate was worked off around here. So we have 5 minutes to go, and the idea is hopefully get a dip so I get filled here. If not, I'm probably chasing. If it moves hard and heavy above $10, it's still okay. Like, I still think the risk reward is good. Not above 11 though. That's where I'm gonna call it quits. Basically, what they do is they have supersonic jets. Back in the day, the military was very focused on speed, and they made a lot of these jets that they just don't make anymore. Like the F-35 is not going to go nearly Mach 2. But these Starfighter jets do. There's also another jet that they have, the F-101. I can't remember exactly, but basically they just need to be going fast enough that they're already past the sound barrier at 35,000 feet. And then they drop a missile that's also supersonic that takes it from 35,000 to 70, 80,000 low Earth orbit. And the reason they do this is because the fuel for a fighter jet is like 1/10 the price of rocket fuel. So they cut that basically in half. It's the sort of thing where there's not a lot of these supersonic jets that can still fly, but because they already exist and they're actually quite cheap compared to modern SpaceX rocket, they can be competitive on a cost per kilogram metric. So they can probably within the next 4 years get to about $400-500 million in revenue if everything goes well. It's highly speculative. This is an IPO trade, so it's all about the promise of that. But that's just generally the story. That they can get to $400 million of revenue with 20% gross margins. So $100 million should probably trade at a 20 PE, at least, and 20 forward PE. So this could be a $2 billion company. Right now it's about 270 million. So that's the long-term story, and I'm just telling you the long-term story because today it's all about the future. It's an IPO. The distribution here is they did a Reg A, which is basically how you can get in non-credited investors, and there were 5,000 retail investors that contributed over $750 to this, and that means that they're all going to tell 5 people because they're really excited about the way that this thing's traded. So I think it's going to be hot. Again, the IPO syndication probably was worked off. So it's basically just like which retail is going to sell to which retail. A lot of them have no idea how to get their shares into their brokerage on time. That sort of takes some sophistication. You had to start the process before the IPO. So it's probably going to take 2 to 3 days for anyone to really be able to sell, which means that there's a really good trading setup right now. And right now we're at $8.89, 2 minutes to open. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to be on Substack. So if I pause, during this recording, I don't know how to pause the recording and go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm talking to my paid subs in Substack. You guys are going to get this after, just sort of see my thought process here. I'm only probably going to do the first 10, 15 minutes of trading. A lot going on today. It's OPEX, usually blunts a lot of the, highly optioned slash indexes. It's one of the largest OPEX, if not the largest OPEX of all time. Like really, a lot of contracts have been sold. So usually that blunts volatility, but also chops the heck out of you. And that's why it's kind of nice to have something to trade that's sort of against that super hot space IPO sector. And everyone's talking about SpaceX $1.5 trillion. Okay, well, this is basically, 800 times smaller. 1 minute until open. Let's see how this thing does. I got my trading view set up. Yeah, it's opening at $9. Okay. Now we're at, I think I'm just going to go 872. Again, I want to increase my position here. just hope and pray to get filled before this thing launches. It's at $9.10. I'm going 901 because I just want to get more. Let's see. It's a 907. It's moving upwards. What is the volume here? Not much volume in the first minute. It's sort of figuring it out. So I have a feeling that it's a potential 924. I filled 270 shares in the morning. I'm going to go to 909. Now it's at 911. Let's see. There's nobody selling. That's exactly what I'm saying, right? So I think that I need to get shares somehow. 921. Come on, now it's running against me. So this is not ideal for me showing you guys how to trade, not to just literally never get filled, but this is sort of exactly what I thought would happen. Okay, I think I just got filled. Okay, 951. Let's get some more here. 931. Let's go 932. Let's see how many shares I can get. And the volume's starting to pick up a little bit. We like this. We like this. We like this. I've only filled 100 shares. 952. Now it's at 977. Small house right now. So excuse the noise. Now it's at 1032. So again, guys, this is the setup that I was expecting. This is not the trading proficiency that I would like to show you guys. But again, I think it can go to 15 bucks. I was right on that. You see a bunch of limit orders in there as this thing is somewhat mooning already. Getting some color. It's already halted on the upside. Halted at 1033. So yeah, guys, I mean, this will probably take 10 minutes, so I might as well end the video now. Again, Starfighters space at $10, you know, almost like $300 million market cap. Plenty of room to run. IPOs are all about, you know, the color that you can get in the distribution. Luckily, I got 100 shares at 952. I was you know what about filling this. Again, I just should have gone hard and heavy at the open, but I didn't. So anyway, this can be posted on video, and then my Substack. Head over to Substack. I'm going to be live, like talking about the moves live there. All right, peace.